So this week's major order is definitely crazy. It's 10 times crazier than the last week's. So we have to activate a Terminid control system barrier on each planet, as well as liberate all 4 planets within 6 days. That's wild. The reward is 50 medals. This is going to be this week's major order. Let's get into the patch notes now, shall we? So I'm going to read the patch notes off the Steam post they made. If you guys want to read the patch notes yourself, I'll have it linked in the description of this video. So here we go. It says, overview. Today's patch is dealing with the spawn rate of heavily armored Terminid enemies. If you guys don't know, there's been a crazy amount of Thrashers, Bile Titans spawning in crazy amounts. Like I've encountered 20 Thrashers, like 5 Bile Titans, all in the same match in Helldive difficulty, left and right. It says, to that end, we've reduced the spawn rate of Chargers and Bile Titans on difficulty 7 and up. In addition, we've reduced the risk of spawn spikes of Chargers and Bile Titans. Please note that we have not changed distribution of enemy types, not reduced difficulty. Expect other enemy types to appear in greater numbers instead. We are humbled by the community's ability to find things like Chargers leg meta in our game. However, spending your heavy anti-tank weapons on legs instead of the obvious weak point seems counter to expectations. We are not changing anything in regard of Chargers' legs. We are, however, lowering the health of Chargers' heads. It should not be at a point where well-placed shots from recoil rifles, ETA-17, instantly kills a Charger. So it says right here, unfortunately, in documented change of the last patch that increased the armor penetration ability of less well-placed shots from the ET-17. If you guys don't know what that is, they're referring to the railgun. And the recoilless rifle shots Chargers now be easier to handle by well-equipped groups. So basically what I'm getting from this is they pretty much nerfed how many armored enemies can spawn in, but re-ramped up how many base enemies can spawn, like Blood Commanders, Stalkers, those winged little shithead Bakas that tentacles spam you across the map. It also says they fixed many of these things. They fixed missing text on several HUD UI elements. They fixed several substitute mismatches in the new videos. Known issues with game crashings when you attempted to use a stem wall instead of an exo. They fixed that. They fixed pink artifacts may appear in the sky when you're setting off large explosions, which I've actually dealt with that a few times. I honestly thought it was something else, which was crazy. I didn't know it was a bug. It said shots from arc-based weapons may not count towards kills and post-mission stats. I encountered that a lot when I was using the Scorcher and the other laser gun you get when you're higher grade on the metal progression board. Players cannot unfriend other players, be friended via a friend code. Dealt with that a few times. It says cross-platform friends invites tabs weren't working. I've dealt with that a few times actually when I was playing with some of my boys trying to got me on his PC since he plays on Steam and some other friends. It says players may not be able to select loadout or return to ship when joining multiplayer games. PS5 card, there was a bug with that which I did not know. Exos destroy itself with rockets if fires while turning. That I've dealt with a lot. So if you guys don't know, there's been a lot of bugs with the Exos just self-exstructing, blowing up left and right. You shoot a missile while turning and blow your Exo up constantly. I've dealt with that bug. Or I'd be in my exosuit shooting missiles and really just blow up for no reason. So it's supposed they state that they fixed that bug as well. It also fixed some people are unable to accept friend requests. This is mostly an issue cross-platform. Just about. So these bugs right here, what I'm getting from this as well now, guys, is that last patch they nerfed a lot of guns, they buffed stuff, there was a lot of bugs that came with that patch. They fixed the majority of them, like the exosuit self-exploding, certain stats not counting end missions. There was a bug right now if you go to your career page after a mission, all your stats weren't displaying. There was bugs with that. Bugs with friend requesting or playing with cross-platform friends. Stuff like that, they fixed all those bugs. Well, anywho, that's just about everything I wanted to talk about in tonight's patch video. I will have another video out about the leaks with the Luminant, other leaks about new weapons, armors, and stuff like that, so stay tuned for that video. This will be Pyre Plays, and signing out, and peace.